Damien and Simon here from short comedy The Last Laugh. Welcome, one and all. Congratulations.
Nice to see you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Good to see you. Yeah.
Congratulations. And if you'd like to formally introduce yourself one after the other.
Okay. So I'm Paul. I'm the writer, director, and producer of the film.
I'm Simon Cartwright, and I played Bob Monkhouse in the film.
Yeah, I'm Damien Williams, and I played Tommy Cooper in the film.
Okay, and who's going to tell me the synopsis?
Well, I'll say it's basically the story of The Last Laugh, which is possibly Tommy Cooper's last laugh. He's getting ready for a performance which might or might not be his last performance before he dies. He also, along the way, meets Eric Morecambe and Bob Monkhouse. So it's slightly ethereal, but at the same time, slightly, maybe that did happen. Who knows?
How did you come up with the idea?
Well, I wrote the script because I had the actors, basically. I knew I had Tommy Cooper, I knew I had Bob Monkhouse, and I knew I had Eric Morecambe. So it wasn't that I wrote the script and then, who can I get to play these parts? I wrote the script because I knew the three actors, and I knew these three guys could play these parts. So once I knew everybody, I knew Damien, who plays Tommy, and I knew Bob, who plays Eric Morecambe. I knew those guys, and then Bob, who plays Eric, said to me, I've got this amazing guy who plays Bob Monkhouse, and I'm like, oh God, I've got three guys here who are incredible actors. So once I had them, I thought, let me write a film about this.
And now, I hope you don't mind me saying this, it's easily be a series, because frankly, I don't know if he wrote that one, I've got no idea, but because I've seen the film a couple of times, but it could easily be stretched out, or I don't know if what I'm trying to get badly is that something you considered as you was writing it? Because the laughs are one after the other, and they just keep going and going.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it is what it is. You know, it's a strange thing. I wanted to direct a film, and a short film. You know, it's quite an interesting genre. You know, trying to fit everything into a 20 minutes. Could it be longer? Who knows? Maybe.
And in terms of playing the characters, so you knew that they were going to be these characters. Had you played these characters in any other form before?
Yeah, we both had.
You had, right, okay.
Simon's did a one-man play about Bob Monkhouse.
Yeah, we did the Edinburgh Fringe Festival in 2015, and the man called Monkhouse, and Bob Golding directed fantastically. So that was my big experience of doing it. And I also did an episode of Toast of London playing Bob Monkhouse as well, which was just off the wall and seriously funny. Really, really good work. And you've done the Tommy before?
I did a play called Being Tommy Cooper. About 3 years ago, we tried it out at the Old Red Lion. It was a brand new play. So we did it there for a while, and then after that, a producer picked it up, and I did a tour of it for about 3 or 4 months.
So you actually, sounds like a bit of a silly question, but you're actually fans of this. I guess you don't necessarily need to be.
Massive. I'm a massive fan. I mean, I was brought up with those old school, like Eric Morecambe, the two Ronnies, Tommy Cooper, Laurel and Hardy, all that. That was my era, and I was always a massive fan of Tommy. So when I got the opportunity to play him, I jumped at it because I knew a lot of the routines anyway, and so it's a gift.
And with Paul, when you were, because if you think of Morecambe and Wise, Ernie's always bouncing off Eric, so he's almost kind of the butt of the jokes, really, isn't he?
Yeah.
But with this, how do you make it? Because that's not necessarily going to be the case in this instance, is it?
Yeah, I didn't have the actor to play Ernie Wise, to be honest.
No, but I mean,
what I wanted to make it about was how different approaches to comedy ultimately, and how some people are maybe naturally funny. Some people are born with the gift to be funny, and it doesn't matter what situation they're in, they can't help to be funny. And sometimes that's a gift, and sometimes it's a curse. And I always used to think, Eric Morecambe and Tommy Cooper, naturally funny men, gifted, a gift from God, just the gift of comedy. I'm sure Simon would agree. He was a massive Bob Monkhouse fan. Bob Monkhouse knew what comedy was. He knew how to write a great gag. That's not to say he wasn't a funny man, because he was, but he was more about the written comedy and then being able to deliver it. And just that difference in comedy.
It was interesting playing the part in this film. You sensed Bob was almost the odd one out. There's a lot of sort of rhetoric and funny lines where you're bashing Bob,
they're banging off each other.
It's affectionate, but there's a real sense of he's on the outside looking in, although he's part of the team, really.
Yeah.
But I don't think Bob realised how funny he was. He was naturally a very, very funny man. But I don't think he believed in his funny bones, and he was so conscious of he had to be an expert in delivery, timing. He was obsessed with the science of comedy, and if he just sat back and relaxed, if you see Bob latterly in the final couple of years of his life, you realise he was majestically funny. He was actually a very good actor. Not many people realise.
He was obsessed with comedians, wasn't he? Like anyone, like he used to record and buy and read everything.
Obsessive compulsive disorder.
So is that true? This story I keep hearing that he would watch all these videos and monitors and literally note down all the gags.
That's right. Yeah, there are a couple of very good documentaries out there on YouTube. You'll see, but I mean, it was a way of life. It was an obsession, but I don't think he ever really found himself within it. I think he always had to have the mask, and the American delivery.
Yeah,
it's quite interesting.
And where was this film? Was there a set built, or did you find somewhere to?
No, we filmed it in the Ashcroft Theatre in Croydon.
Right.
Which, interestingly, all the three characters in the film,
Don't say
Tommy,
they've all been
Bob,
there.
and Eric,
all
they
played there.
all famously played there.
is it still there? Because they are knocking it down, aren't they?
They're knocking it down. It might be there at the moment, might have gone. I don't know what stage they're at, but they are knocking it down. And literally, when we filmed there, the theatre was closed, so it was slightly eerie. But we filmed in one of the dressing rooms there, which was just perfect. It was the perfect
The atmosphere was
feel,
amazing, wasn't
the
it?
perfect atmosphere. It was the perfect era. I didn't have to change anything to do it. The set design was already there.
Brilliant. And when you've looked at the finished product, the film, do you wish you'd done a little bit more here or a little bit more there? Is it just about how you wanted it to be?
Do you know what? I've watched it now several times, obviously, at several festivals and just in the edit, and I'm genuinely so proud of it. These guys are brilliant. For me, it's all about the performances. I couldn't have done it without the actors involved. It's all about the performances, and I think the guys who are in it are brilliant. And it's a great testament. It's a love letter to those comedians saying, do you know what? There's a line in it where they say, in 30, Bob Monkhouse says, in 30 years' time, they won't remember me. Well, do you know what? In 30 years' time, I've written a film about them, and they're still all there. So I'm very proud of it, incredibly proud. And we just watched it in there then, and I was like, you know what? For me, I would say this, but I think it's great.
Wasn't it?
But it's about the performances.
Yeah. And I love this. I don't know if you call it retro reinvention, whatever you want. However you want to refer to, where you can take a set of people around at the time, and what if, like the Beatles and Elvis, although they did actually meet, but you know what I'm getting at, where you can, I mean, there's kind of infinite possibilities of this, isn't there? Marilyn Monroe and who's the physicist, again, Einstein, I think Nick Rowe done it, but again, you can do this, and quite surprising this hasn't been done before, really.
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting idea of where these conversations that took place between these people who were just at the top of their game.
I think there have been a lot of these biopics. So I know Tommy Cooper's had a few of those made and so forth. But I think what's great about Paul's work is it's the interplay between those three. It's not the life story that we've had so many times before. It's actually what would they have said to each other in this rather unique setting, and that's, for me, is what this is all about.
And the banter, it's banter.
Well, Eric and Tommy were friends anyway.
And Tommy and Bob were friends, weren't they?
They were indeed. Yeah.
So there was there were those relationships. So what were those relationships like? When we get together, it's banter. It's laddish banter, and they're very funny people. So how did they talk when they got together?
Les Dawson was also a friend of Tommy. Tommy used to go and stay with him in Blackpool.
Yeah.
So that would be brilliant. I love Les Dawson
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Because you could have
the rules of the dressing room.
Yeah. I mean, you could like you say Ernie Wise, and you could have had.
It's really hard, Les Dawson, though. It's really hard to do, I think.
Yeah, who's going to play Les Dawson?
A few plays.
Ted Robbins does a very good
Ted Robbins.
What, to play Les Dawson is tough?
It's hard. It's hard to do.
Is it?
Yeah, I think. For an actor.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Was that because of the accent or mannerism?
Just everything about it. It's quite hard to pin his voice down.
He was good though. He was funny.
He was amazing. Yeah, brilliant.
I had the privilege of knowing Bob Monkhouse in real time, in real life, and I knew him for about 18 years up to his death. And in the film, that's exactly how he was in the dressing room. He was very understated. Would always just be reminiscing. There was no ego. You could miss him sometimes in a room. He wasn't a big, bright, loud person, the shirt was a perfect match. We had a job to find that.
Yeah.
The right shirt for
He absolutely loved those sorts of tropical, vibrant showbiz 70s shirts. Yeah, but well researched, I think.
And what's next? Are you collaborating? I mean, I know you sort of kind of all know each other, but are you working on something at the moment?
Possibly a play, I think this would make a good play.
Yeah.
A lot of people would watch it and go, okay, it's one set, 3 actors. It could have been a play, could have started as a play.
Yeah.
Actually, I watch it and think, well, this could be developed into a play maybe, whether it's a film or not. I don't know. It would have to be extended, I think. It's one set. I like the fact it's one set, but it never feels too enclosed. And I never think you want to see more.
Plays a brilliant idea. I suppose you make it into an hour long, however long, but that was really cool.
We were just talking about it downstairs, saying everybody should have a stand-up spot, within the play.
Yeah.
Be perfect.
Yeah. So let's see. Watch the space. Who knows?
Okay. Well, look, best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the guerrilla interview.
Enjoyed
No,
Thank you.
good seeing you.
Thank you.
Thank you for this. This is brilliant that you guys do this. Thank you.
No, really.